Thought transmission when manifesting your specific person is instant. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to my channel. This is Priya, your manifestation coach. And in this video, we are going to talk about how thought transmission is actually instant when it comes to manifesting your specific person. But first, if you would like to get coached by me, I offer an online course, Manifest Your SP Mastery. This is where I show you step by step exactly how to manifest the version of your specific person that you desire. I also offer monthly membership coaching. This is where you can get live coaching with me on a weekly basis. And finally, I also offer one-on-one coaching and text/voice note membership service. You can get access to any of these offerings by simply clicking the link below in the description box. Okay, let's get back to this video. Thought transmission is instant. So when it comes to manifesting your specific person, and you begin to think, me and my SP are in a happy, loving, committed relationship. I'm always chosen. I am the prize. I am lovable. I am good enough. My SP loves and adores me. When you are thinking these thoughts, it is instant. You have shifted into a timeline where your specific person loves and adores you, where you are the prize, where you are lovable and good enough. There is no time delay. It is literally instant. Now, most people think that thought transmission means, okay, I'm thinking a thought, SP loves me, and then I'm transmitting that thought to my specific person, and they receive the thought, and they begin to think, oh, I really love Amy. Let's say, for example, your name is Amy. I really love Amy. And so you're sending the thought and they're receiving the thought. In reality, that's not really what's happening because creation's finished, right? There is no sending and receiving of thoughts. Creation's finished. What does that mean? It means that the version of your specific person that loves you and adores you and only wants to be with you, that already exists in a specific timeline. And there is a version of them that already thinks this way, feels this way, and acts this way about you. So when you begin to think SP loves me, you're simply aligning yourself with that timeline. You're aligning yourself with that version of reality. You're not sending a thought and then they are receiving it. No. You're literally instantly in that timeline where a specific person loves you and adores you. And they've always thought that way in that timeline. It's never been any other way. Now, the reason why you experience the time delay in the 3D is because for most of us, and we are human, we tend to have contradictory thoughts. So you might start off saying, SP loves me and SP in a happy, committed relationship. And then you bounce back to, oh shit, but what if this doesn't work? I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable, but SP's not ready for commitment. And then you're like, oh no, SP loves me. SP wants to be with me. Oh no, actually, SP's not ready for commitment. Oh, but last week they told me that they don't want to be in a relationship. No. SP loves me. We're happily married. So you keep going back and forth. And what's actually happening is you're jumping timelines back and forth. But if you just stayed consistent and decided, this is my end, I'm going to stick to this end no matter what. And for a little while, you stay consistently in your desired state. And every time there's a negative thought that comes up, an opposing thought, you're like, nope, you self-correct in that moment. You return back to the end and you're like, nope, SP loves me. We're in a happy, committed relationship. I am the prize. I am always lovable. I am always good enough. And if you just stay on that trajectory and you keep persisting and claiming to be that version of you over and over and over again so that it becomes your dominant state, guess what? Your subconscious mind has to prove this to you, and this is when you'll manifest the version of your specific person that you desire. So, when you are affirming for your specific person, meaning thinking from your desired state, remember that affirmations are just a thought and you're thinking all the time. It is instant, meaning you have just shifted to that timeline right now where SP loves you and adores you. He's not receiving your thoughts. You are choosing a specific timeline when you affirm. It's almost like, let's say you're on Netflix and there's different movies, right? So this is an analogy of what I mean by creation is finished and whatever you desire already exists. So there's no thoughts to send and thoughts for other people to receive because everything's already finished. So let's say that Netflix's creation is finished and all the movies on there are completely finished. All the scripts have been written, all the actors, all their roles, everything is finished. And you, being the operant power of your reality, you get to choose whatever movie you want to watch. So you're going to use your remote control to select a specific movie. Just because you're watching the romantic movie, it doesn't mean that the action movie doesn't exist. All movies exist, but you're the one selecting which movie you're going to watch. In the same way, when you affirm, SP loves me, you're now in the movie where SP loves you. Script's already written, it's already finished, it is instant. It's almost like you clicking the remote control, how instant it is when you're clicking. It's like, oh, it's instant. Now you're in that movie. And then you say, oh no, SB hates me. Guess what? It's instant. Now you're in that movie. And then you say, no, 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 no. SB loves me. Great. Now you're in that movie. And then you say again, no, 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 but SB hates me. Boom. You're in that movie. It's instant. But if you did not waver, you would be in your desired movie. Like you'd be watching your desired movie the whole way through and won't be like flicking between channels, which is kind of what's happening when you're having contradictory thoughts and you're battling your own mind, which is fine, by the way, at first, because we're all human. And sometimes, you know, you have some opposing stories because of things that have happened that felt traumatic, etc., etc. And sometimes there just needs to be a little bit more persistent in the new story. And that's okay, but just be aware of what's happening, that it is all instant. And this is something that you want to accept, because sometimes people will be like, oh, I've been affirming, but nothing's happening. They're not receiving my thoughts. And it's like, what are you talking about? Creation's finished. There's something to receive. You're literally selecting that version of reality. If you keep selecting it over and over and over again, you will be in that movie. But right now, you keep flicking between channels. So stay consistent, stay in your desired state as much as possible until it becomes your dominant state, because when it does, your subconscious mind must produce proof of this to you in your 3D reality. So when it comes to thought transmission, and I know the name can be a little bit misleading because it says thought transmission, so you think something's being transmitted, but in reality nothing's being transmitted, because everything is instant, everything is here and now. And so what you give your focus and your attention to through your awareness puts you in that timeline instantly, and you get to experience the movie of that timeline when you don't have contradictory thoughts, or when the new thoughts become your dominant state, become your dominant thought patterns. That's when you're able to lock into the movie and experience the full fruition of the romantic movie that you selected on Netflix. So the reason why I wanted to share this is because there is no time delay, right? So when you're affirming, you want to freaking know that because you're claiming it, it is instant. It is instant right now. And that is the way you want to approach affirming or thinking, right? When you're saying SP loves me, it's happening right now. When you're saying I am good enough, it's happening right now. When you're saying I am the prize, that is happening right now. There is no time delay or I have to wait. No, no, no. It is happening right now because that's who you're being right now. So you're in that timeline right now. And if you keep persisting in that over and over and over again, it becomes your dominant state. That's when you will experience it. But if you keep bouncing back and forth, which initially might happen, if you do have a lot of contradictory thoughts, almost imagine this visual, like you keep changing channels. Like on Netflix, you keep, like, one minute you start with this movie, then you go to this movie, then you're like, nah. And you never actually settle with a movie because you're just bouncing back and forth. That's kind of like what's happening with the realities that you're selecting. So nothing ever changes. But once you lock in and you start persisting with your new thoughts and you make that your dominant thought, there is nothing, absolutely nothing outside of you that can stop your manifestation from coming to fruition, because whatever your subconscious mind accepts to be true for you, it must prove it to you. You're in your own reality. You are God of your reality. You are the only thinker of your reality. People are always reflecting your dominant thought patterns, assumptions, and beliefs, either about yourself, such as I'm lovable, good enough, relationships, always work out for me, or they are reflecting your specific stories about them. Oh, SP loves me, SP can't get enough of me, SP's like the perfect husband or the perfect boyfriend. Equally, you might have negative stories. SP hates me, SP's not ready for commitment, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough, right? If you have negative stories, then that is what is going to be reflected back to you if that's your dominant state. And equally, if your dominant state is that of your desired reality, then that is what will be reflected back to you, because that will be the timeline that you are in. So creation is finished. There's nothing to create. There's nothing to wait for. You know, people say divine timing, I need to wait. I'm like, creation's finished. So there's no such thing as needing to wait or when it's the right time, right? This is about how long does it take you to shift your state of consciousness, where your new state of consciousness is that of your desired state. That's on you. How long does it take you to do that? And it's truly about focus and discipline of the mind. That's it. Like at the simplest level, focus and discipline of the mind. How long does it take you? And you are in control of that. So when it comes to manifesting your specific person, and you're sitting there thinking, oh, is my specific person receiving my thoughts? When is it going to happen? You want to stop, pause, and remind yourself it's freaking instant that creation's finish. So if creation's finished, why would you be thinking, has my specific person received my thoughts? No. You should be thinking, because I'm saying this, I'm now in that timeline and it's instant. Because remember, when you say SP loves me, it is instant. You are in that timeline. You're literally in a timeline right now where SP loves you and has always only thought that way about you. And if you can keep thinking those thoughts, you will experience that timeline. But if you keep going back and forth, that's where the delay happens. So the delay is on you. You're delaying it with your back and forth thoughts. But the minute you begin to rein that in and begin to actually get laser focused with what you're thinking and stay on top of your mental diet and saturate yourself in your desired state, that is when you will experience the version of your specific person that you desire. So I don't really know why it's called thought transmission. I mean, I'm trying to think of a better word that it should be called. Thought instantness. Thought is instantaneous. I don't really know, but the name of it itself, when it says transmission, can be misleading. But in reality, everything is instant. Creation's already finished. You're just becoming aware of what already exists by changing your dominant state. That's it. So my message for this video is, when you are affirming for your specific person or for anything that you're manifesting, you want to remember that it is instant, that you're not waiting for somebody to receive your thoughts. The minute you claim it, then so it is. The minute you say it, then so it is. I should say the second you say it, then so it is. And the second you claim it, then so it is. And if you stay on that trajectory of, this is who I am right now, SP's obsessed with me, I am lovable, I am good enough, and you say it with authority, you say it from a place of power, you say it from knowing that you're God of your reality, and you stay there for a little while, things will change very, very quickly. And if you catch yourself thinking, has SP received my thoughts? I wonder if SP is thinking what I'm sending them. Stop yourself right there and remind yourself, oh no, it's instant. I'm literally in a new timeline right now where I'm aligning with that version of SP that already thinks this way. The more you know it's instant, the faster it will happen, because then you're no longer operating from the realm of time. Right? You're no longer operating by the rules of 3D reality. Now you are operating as a multi-dimensional being, from being the I am consciousness, from being aware that you are I am. And that changes the game. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. Mwah.